My name is Kal-El, the last surviving son of Krypton, my homeworld. My parents were outcasts, visionaries who foresaw Krypton's doom under the rule of the Sun Society. We lived in the Redlands, among the labor camps, where I learned what it meant to work, to build, and to fight. But Krypton died when I was still a boy. I watched it burn, and with it, my parents. This is my story. The origin of Absolute Superman. The planet Krypton was ruled by its cities. Krypton had sprawling centers of advanced science and ancient law, like Kandor with its lab-grown gardens and lava-powered energy plants. Its skyscraper-sized supercapacitors were made entirely of sunstone crystal. In the cities worked the clerics of the Science League, who harnessed the energies of the red sun and the planet itself to fuel their insatiable hunger for progress at all costs. They were the Kryptonian ruling class, the most venerated minds on the planet, and my parents were not among them.
Rain's late.
Yeah, the Sky Department must be having trouble maintaining cloud storms. With all these gemstorms, they say the one near Kang has been blowing for 40 days, hailing sapphires the size of your fist.
Krypton's always been a gnarly old ball of sun-beat grit, especially out here. But I swear, these days, like there's something wrong with the dirt. My farm really needs that rain. Clerics charged me for an early morning downpour, but I haven't seen so much as a drizzle.
You know how it is. With the Science League, the science always takes a bit longer when it's for the Redlands. I'm sure they got all the rain they need in Kandor and Argo today.
Damn, if you didn't just say a mouthful. Rain bill's gone up too. Was almost 3,000 crim this month.
3,000? That's obscene. I could build you your own cloud seeders for that.
Sure, and when you get locked up for illegal sciencing, who's going to fix my harvester? You're the only mechanic around who's been able to keep this old girl running.
She's a classic, from the days when things like her were still made by somebody's hands. See if you can fire her up.
You're a lifesaver, Lara-El. What do I owe you? And don't say nothing.
How about a basket of crawberries? Those are still Jor's favorite, aren't they? He's going under today.
Yeah? Well, he must have gone under 1,000 times by now, right?
3,475. So how come this time my gut is twisted in knots? Looks like your rain finally showed up.
About damn time. Come on, let's get inside before we get drenched. Lara, what are you doing?
You paid a lot of crim for this rain. Don't you want to get your money's worth?
In school, my mother, Jara Lorvan, was an exemplary student, destined for great things, everyone said, until she wrote an essay criticizing Krypton's lack of funding for interstellar exploration. For this, she was labeled unruly and forbidden from ever applying to the Science Academy. She was 9 years old. She wanted to be an astronaut. The class structure on Krypton defined all aspects of life. At its pinnacle reigned the Science League. On the bottommost rung of the ladder was the Labor Guild. Class distinctions were of such importance that members were required to wear their status at all times. The crest of the laborer was seen as a mark of shame, the sign of the poor and unskilled. People like my parents wore it with pride. We were the children of the sun, they said, those who made their way with their own 2 hands. We were sons of steel.
Warning. Instability alert. Evacuate the mine immediately.
I'm not seeing anything at all. No stress fractures, no dimpling. Nothing that looks like the start of a sinkhole or cave-in. Your diggers are sure they heard splintering?
Swore up and down. Loudest. They come to the gate. And they've been adding under so long, they're half slag rat.
We've scanned and scanned again. There's nothing but solid rock and soft iron for 5 clicks in every direction. There's no danger down here. Just some diggers who lost their spines. We need to reopen the mine. But you're the engineer. It's your call, Jor-El.
I'm listening. What are you telling me, Krypton?
What in the name of Urika is the meaning of this?
Safety concerns, sir. Some of the miners had...
I shut it down. I'm here from geological engineering and I have concerns about this mine's stability.
Based on what? Show me the stress markers.
I'm still searching for those. I suggest we launch drill probes and plumb the depths for...
I've got a better idea that'll save us both a whole mess of trouble. Take a good long look at my chest. Then have a glance down at yours. Now go march yourself upstairs and tell those diggers the League of Middle Management said to get their sorry skin sacks back to work. Now!
I'll tell them.
No, you won't. This shaft is closed until further inspection. You should all get to the surface. I'll finish the proper tests.
Jor-El.
You must be about the dumbest laborer ever crawled his way out of the red wastes. You'll be digging ditches in Mundru Tundra by old time I'm through with you.
My father, Jor-El, was set to graduate the Science Academy with impeccable marks. A high-ranking position in the ruling class awaited him.
What? What was that?
Run!
At his graduation ceremony, he gave a speech condemning what he saw as the Science League's environmental recklessness. Their pillaging of Krypton's natural resources was endangering the planet, he warned, and without drastic reforms could someday lead to global catastrophe. My father was laughed out of his graduation, out of his position in the League, out of his life as he knew it.
Run!
But he was right. My homeworld was rotting from within. The towering cities, the windswept redlands, the purple farms, the crystal forests, and the great glass mountains of Zad. The scientists, the laborers, the elves, all of it. All of Krypton was doomed. Almost all of it.
Val nod. Well done with the summation of the Xeno-Delta farming patterns. Cos low. Perfect work on the history of the golden volcanoes of Lurven. Kal-El. Kal, I'm confused about what you turned in here. Your story about the dangers faced by loggers in the glass forest of Urika is quite descriptive, but it doesn't appear to employ any generative text at all. You did source this directly from the cleric's luminarium, didn't you?
Ugh, I wrote it.
Kal, I can't see you, and please, speak up.
I wrote it.
You wrote this yourself. That's... Kal, the luminarium contains all knowledge gathered throughout Kryptonian history and can answer any question we might ever possibly ask. Why would you... Kal, I'd like to talk with you and your parents after class. Roxo? Flawless work on the sustainability of sunstone mining.
Power outage! Come on, Crypto. Let's hurry before the clerics decide to turn the lights back on.
Do you really think it'll work? Has it been field tested?
You mean in outer space? Jor, I built this when I was 12 years old. But the numbers hold up. The math is solid. Exploratory, spacesuit, and rocket ship all in one. Yes, I believe it'll work. We're just going to need a lot more sunstone. I mean, this prototype was made for a child.
I'll handle the sunstone. I'll mine it myself.
Are we getting ahead of ourselves here? You haven't even finished testing the core samples.
I know, Lara. We just have to be prepared for the absolute worst. And we need a plan before we go to the clerics.
The clerics will never listen. Not to us. You know that, right? And even if they did, it would take years to build enough ships to save all of Krypton.
If I'm right, Laura, we don't have years. So we'll have to make them listen. They're scientists. They can't deny the truth.
We are a miner and mechanic from the Redlands. And they're the Scientific League. The truth is what they say it is. So if they won't listen...
If they won't listen, then I steal all the sunstone I can carry, and you build us a ship big enough to hold everyone we love. And then...
And then, my love, we hold fast to each other, with all the steel in our hearts and lava in our veins. And we aim for the stars.
Out of the way, runt.
As a child on Krypton, I was deemed too slow, too quote-unquote imagination challenged to qualify for Science Guild Training Academy. School was always a challenge for me, so my grades were never going to be good enough to get me into the Science Academy. Not that I wanted those things for myself anyway. I was happy in the Labor Guild, happy in the Redlands. The only two friends I had in the world were there. And since I was old enough to walk, we'd spent our days exploring the blood-red dairies and exploring pink hills of the Kryptonian countryside. That was where I belonged. Quiet, still, as far from any city as you could get. That was the only home I ever wanted. Mom, did you bring the Telenox? I bet we can see all the way to Vera from here.
After we eat, Cal.
Cal, we wanted to talk to you about something, son.
About where we're going fishing tomorrow? Because I hear they haven't been biting much lately at Kogo Lake. So maybe...
We had a message from your teacher.
Oh.
She said you've been refusing to utilize the Science League's luminarium for your reports. That instead you're writing them yourself.
Cal, you understand that when you do that, you're challenging 1,000 years of Kryptonian tradition.
I know. I can't help it. My words make me happy. Theirs are just words.
Well, it's affecting your grades and getting you into trouble at school. And your mother and I, we've talked about this a lot.
And when it comes right down to it, we really just one thing to say to you, Cal.
Keep it
up!
What? Really?
I don't care what your grades say. You're the sharpest, most caring kid in the whole world. We trust you to find your own path.
We can't tell you it'll be an easy road, going against the ways of the Science League. You know it won't, but you have to chase your passion in life, Kal-El, wherever it leads you.
Do that with all your heart at all costs, and I promise you, you'll be unstoppable.
I don't know what I want to do, but whatever it is, I already know where it'll lead me, right here. Dad, did I say something wrong?
No, Cal, not at all. Dad's just got some work to do. Let's get the tent set up, okay?
We'd been camping in the Rao Mountains many times, but something was different about this trip. My father spent a lot of time taking samples from deep within the mountains, and at night, I could have sworn I heard my parents sobbing. Ever since his accident at the mine, my father had seemed distant, distracted. In the days after our trip to the Rows, my parents became consumed with their work, more so than ever before. Mom was always in her garage, building something. And when Dad wasn't at the mine, he seemed to be bringing his work home with him.
Oh, we're gonna need more sandstone, just to be sure.
Laura, we don't have much time. The proof I've gathered, it's irrefutable. And what's going to happen? It could be months from now. Or it could be days. We can't wait. I have to take my findings to the Science League, along with your design.
I know, Jor. I know you have to try, and I love you for it, but they're going to laugh you out of the building. Or condemn you as a heretic. And then come here to take everything we've built. I need to know that we'll be done trying to reason with them, if they don't respect our right to have a voice.
Laura, you...
Crypto, what is it, boy? Growing up under the brutal red sun of Krypton, there was always danger. Tornadoes full of diamonds, rain that burned, sinkholes that could swallow entire towns and spit out the chewed remains a continent away.
What happened to that little guy? Crypto, you didn't...
But this was different.
Oh, no!
Something Krypton had never seen before. I was a painfully quiet kid, avoided eye contact at all costs, with anyone who wasn't my dog or my parent. But in that moment, standing on the cusp of the story that would change everything forever, something inside me unlocked.
Crypto, where'd I leave my bike?
Across the Badlands, farmlands, crops were dying, withering away overnight for reasons they couldn't explain. Animals were behaving strangely. Herds of zerts were seen stampeding themselves off cliffs. Old fishing had stopped in Kogo Lake. People were saying that the firefalls had become a raging inferno, and that the volcanoes of Urika, which had spewed gold for thousands of years, were covered with golden scabs. Pearl divers along the Dandahu coast were said to be floating to the surface, boiled alive. If something was sick inside the planet, it would make sense that the first people to feel the pain but according to the official Science League newsfeed, this was nothing unusual.
Whoa, look at that.
Natural gas leaks, they said. An isolated problem. No cause for concern. A week after I went camping in the mountains, my class took the train to Candor for a field trip. Along the way, I started to put it all into writing. Everything I'd seen across the Redlands. The words flowed out of me almost as fast as I could type them. Before I could think to stop myself, I'd submitted my story to the school's news board. By the time we reached Candor, the story had been removed from the board. All notes deleted remotely from my tablet, and an appointment set for my parents to see the school administrator. We'd never make it to that meeting.
Welcome to the halls of high wisdom, children, where I imagine many of you hope to be working one day. Am I right? Who here wants to apply to the Science League when you're old enough? Well, come on, and let's see where Krypton's greatest minds do their work.
Where are all the clerics?
They're off doing official science business today. No more questions. Come along, children.
Why would anyone want to work this far from the ground?
No, I have to see them. Take your hands off me. You have to listen, damn it. I'm a geological engineer. I know what I'm talking about. Your lives are all in danger.
Dad?
Scientific heresy. Threatening officers of the Law Guild. You don't know when to quit, do you, laborer? Let's go.
You can't do this. I have to talk to the clerics.
Dad?
Kal!
Dad, what's happened? Where are they taking you?
Kal, get out of here. Go home. Tell your mother...
I don't think I'd ever raised my voice before that moment.
No! Get away from my dad!
My fist clenched so tight it throbbed. I was enraged and wildly confused, and yet somehow, nothing in my entire life had ever seemed so clear.
Get out of here, kid.
I was helpless. I watched and wept as they dragged my father away. After that, there was only one thing I could do.
Mom! Listen to me carefully, Kal. I want you with me for this. But if anything goes wrong, you get on your bike and you come back here as fast as you can. And you go straight into the garage and call for Saul, okay?
Okay. Who's Saul?
Hello, I am Saul. How can I be of service?
Never mind that now. Just do what I asked, Kal-El.
What are you gonna do, Mom?
I'm gonna get your dad back.
Jor-El? Loudmouth miner from the Redlands? Yeah, he's here. Being held on suspicion of heresy. This is Kid, the one who thinks he's a writer. We got charges for him too. Why don't you both just come with me?
Jor-El! Where are you? Find him, Crypto!
One assailant, and her dog. Gun appears to fire some sort of projectile that... Lara! Her gun shoots lava. Get this armor off me. Judgment has been expedited. The Luminarium declares guilty on all charges. Proceed to sentencing. Copy that.
Commencing lethal injection.
Holy, what is Crypto? Where's Lara? Don't tell me she... Guess the suit works.
You're an idiot. Let's go home, my love.
Wait, where's Kal?
Hey, tell me your login code, and I'll ask my mom not to shoot you anymore. My mother was marching through the central law offices of Kandor, blasting away. The place should have been swarming with shock troops and judge generals. Why wasn't it? No law guildsmen, no clerics in their towers. Where were the ruling classes of Krypton? Whoa! Starships? Since when do the clerics care about space? Oh my row.
Kal, we are leaving, now.
The whole way home, I could see them trying to figure out the right words. The best way to break the news to me. In the end, they didn't need to.
Kal, we've been keeping an awful secret from you, son. Something we didn't know how to tell you. But now, well, we're out of time. Because, son, Krypton is dying.
Yes, but...
Kal, how did you...
And you want to shoot me into space? To save me? All alone. Wearing Mom's spacesuit from when she was a kid. But I'm not going. Not without you.
Oh, Kal, you amazing kid. You're mostly right.
We'd never shoot you into space by yourself. We're going together. Our cousins, our neighbors, as many Kryptonians as we can hold. I only wish the ship was big enough for the whole planet. But the Science League wouldn't even see you, Jor. It figures. They don't want to know what...
They already know.
What?
They've been secretly building ships, pouring every resource they have into it. Enough ships to carry the upper classes off-world. Only the upper classes. They don't want anyone else to know that the entire planet's going to...
Where are you seeing this?
The story's everywhere, all over the Luminarium. It went live just a short time ago, uploaded directly from the Central Law Guild office in Kandor.
So, where are we going?
Run, Kal! Get to the truck!
After my entire family was sentenced to death by the Science League, Law Guild shock troops raided our home, forcing us to fight our way to safety.
Stop right there! In the name of the...
But there was no safe place left on Krypton. Not for us. Not for anyone.
They're blocking the roads. What do we do?
Hold on!
The world knew the truth, that Krypton was breathing its last, and the Science League had known for months, but they'd hidden the truth, while secretly enacting their own plans for escape. In the wake of this revelation, the planet began to explode, in more ways than one. Riots swept the Redlands, along with rumors of massacres in the cities. We could see the towers of Kandor burning in the distance, and all the while, the planet was coming apart beneath us. I don't know which was worse, how we Kryptonians had abused our homeworld.
Where do we go?
Anywhere but here.
So brutally, so heedlessly for so very long, or what we did to one another. In those, our final shameful hours.
Maybe I can reconfigure the Starslide engines one more time. Make enough room to squeeze another person on board. Maybe two. I need...
Lara, you said so yourself. There's nothing more you can do without compromising the ship's integrity.
But there are so many people still out there, Jor. More cousins and neighbors. The Duel family down the street. The Jelks who had us over for dinner that time. Old Man Tyr who always smiles and waves.
Lara, we can't save everyone. There just isn't time. This will have to be enough. It'll have to be enough.
Rage swelled within me as I watched my parents weep, and I remember swearing to myself that whatever world we found our way to next, we would make better than this one, no matter what it took.
Let the ship bond with you and become your spacesuit.
Every part of the vessel whole in and of itself. So we'll all be safe once we take off, and... Kal-El!
Yeah, Krypto. I know, buddy. I'm just saying goodbye. So what do you think the next planet will be like? I like to think there were tender moments happening elsewhere on Krypton that day.
Kal.
He went over the edge. Jor, he hasn't bonded with the ship yet. If he falls...
Loved ones who chose to spend their final hours in each other's arms.
Kal-El.
Those who waded into the chaos to treat the wounded. Or to call for peace, even as the flames rose around them.
Kal, hold on. We'll pull you up.
I like to think in those final hours, there were Kryptonians somewhere out there who were fighting to help each other. Not a single ship managed to take off that day. Not a one. And that it wasn't just one boy being saved by his dive. Good dog, Krypto. I like to think that some days, I almost believe it.
Go back to your homes! By order of the Science League. No, keep them back! Kill them if you have to. The ships can't take off if they...
The clerics conspired for months to build enough ships to evacuate the Kryptonian elite from the dying planet. What could Krypton have accomplished in that time if the guilds had allowed themselves? More people would have been saved, no doubt. Maybe not all. But as it was, not a single ship managed to take off that day. Not a one. Not from the cities, at least. On board our ship, people were crying. Everyone was frightened. But the strangest thing happened to me once we took flight. I felt a profound calmness come over me, a confidence I had never known. Hey, don't be scared. This is a great ship. The best ship that's ever flown. My mom and dad built it. I felt hope. I think I even smiled. And then, with the speed of a bullet fired from a gun the size of a planet, that hope was torn asunder.
Do not be afraid, Kal-El. I am Sol, your exploratory spacesuit. I will protect you. I will protect you. I will protect you.
Krypto? Mom and Dad, where are you? Are you okay?
We're here, Kal.
We're with you, son. Always.
For 10 billion years, the planet Krypton basked in the blistering red light of its sun. Toward the end of its existence, the planet had become riddled with parasites. Tiny creatures infested Krypton's star-hardened skin, eviscerating the world one handful of guts at a time, until its insides became unstable, until its blackened lungs wheezed and gushed radioactive bile. 10 billion years my homeworld stubbornly endured, and it only took a few measly million for people to ruin it all. That will be the legacy of Krypton. That no matter the grandeur or the majesty, no matter the history or the power of the science, no matter the depth of the love, it can all go away in an instant. No matter the depth of the love, it can all go away, every last speck of it.
Mom? Dad? Mom! Dad? Can anyone hear me? Anyone?
When my family's rocket lifted off from Krypton, we had no idea where we were headed. The Science League, ever consumed with themselves, had never bothered to explore what else might be out there. My parents always said we would find our way to a new home together,
Scanning for life-sustaining planets. Scanning.
But then our planet rotted from within and my parents died.
Scanning.
While I flew on alone, across seas of endless nothing.
Scanning. Kal-El, you have not consumed your daily allotment of rehydrated protein slurry. Kal-El?
Starslide engines are 1 billion clicks a second. That means we've traveled 9 million light years. And remind me, Saul, how many habitable worlds have I found?
Cal, I do not understand. You know the answer to...
How many?
0, Cal. The answer is 0. We have yet to encounter a single planet capable of sustaining human life. But my sensors detect some promising candidates in the nearest star system.
Saul, there's nothing out here. Krypton was all there was. Our one chance, and we blew it. And I think I don't want to do this anymore.
Cal, space is beyond vast. But the statistical probability is quite high that other life-bearing planets do.
You can keep going if you want, but just let me out.
I do not comprehend. You realize you could not survive outside my protection.
It's okay, Saul. You did your best. Don't worry about me. Just drop me off here, right in that big yellow sun.
You know I cannot do that. I am sworn to protect the last vestige of the House of El, and the last son of...
Wait, Saul? Why is it so hot in here all of a sudden?
I may have found something. Something interesting.
I'm burning up, Saul. Turn around. Get us away from that star.
Scanning. 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 Success. Life-sustaining world detected.